And now, with the entire Fox Sports football department out of the building, it's the B-League Grand Final Special. Actually live and actually from a studio with Sam Mack and Jules.
It's actually here. Hello, B-Leaguers, and welcome to our 30-minute, I cannot believe it, Grand Final Special.
Look, first off, we'd like to congratulate the Wanderers on a great season, but also congratulate the Grand Final winners, the Central Coast Mariners. What a great effort it was, Sam,
Well done
today.
to both teams, and well done to everyone who went to the game. It looked amazing. And look, I just want to apologise in advance if Jules and I make any mistakes tonight, because all afternoon we've been playing the fairy tale drinking game. Anytime someone mentions the word fairy tale, we have a drink. Look at this.
This is an absolute fairy tale.
A fairy tale.
Fairy tale.
Fairy tales.
Oh, this is an amazing fairy tale.
So I blame Gillard if we make any mistakes. It's all Gillard's fault.
It is, yes. And that was only in, I think, the first 10 minutes of the coverage. But look, Sam, very exciting stuff, of course. We have to talk to a Central Coast Mariners player. And who better than to talk to the video bomber himself, Danny McBreen. And he joins us live via satellite. This is where I touch my earpiece and look really important. Danny, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty tired.
This is actually live. We're not used to doing a genuinely live interview. Now, Danny, what about the penalty? I know you guys have had your issues with penalties. We can talk about it now because you finally slotted one away. But just top corner, mind you, if you don't mind. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I just thought I'll hit it where I hit the last one. If he saves it, he saves it. If it goes in, happy days, happy days.
What was with the Antler celebration, Danny? What was that all about?
That goes way back to local league in Newcastle. All my mates, we did a stupid celebration which sort of made the whip round, and everyone just asked me to do it one day. I've waited 15 years to do it again in the grand final, so that's for the boys back in Newey.
Now, that bit was great, Danny, and we say congratulations on that. However, we do need to bring your attention to a more serious issue, and that is violence towards corner flags. Yet again, on the biggest stage, the biggest day of the year, you've actually elbowed a corner flag. Would you like to take this moment to apologise?
I thought it was coming at me, so I thought it was just self-defence.
Danny, as you know, Graham Arnold is not, well, he's not the happiest of guys. And look, we've put we've put together this montage of him, and you've seen this before, of him being a little bit grumpy. We're just going to play it to you right now. Here we go.
OK, Danny, so that's what we've seen all year. Can you describe for us, or take our camera crew as close to Arnie as possible? We want some insight into the Mariners' celebrations. How close can you get us to Arnie?
Arnie is miles away at the moment. He's off with the fairies, I think, so trying to get him back down is going to be some kind of effort. But,
that was almost another fairy tale reference.
Almost, not quite.
Danny, are you going to continue with the video bombing next season? We've enjoyed it so much, and look, it's been 80% of our show for almost the entire year. Is that something you're going to continue to do?
Yeah, I might try and get some of the teammates involved next year and see if we can work on some actual team video bombs, which will bring a few guys into play. It should be good.
Well, mate, congratulations. You had a great game yourself. You put that goal away. You've had an incredible season. We say well done to the Mariners. Great job.
Well done.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Danny McBreen.
Now, we've had a big week, Jules, because earlier in the week, we referenced it there with Daniel McBreen, we were somehow invited to the FFA Awards, the big night of nights. And when we got there, we thought, you know what, we've got to chat to these people about the big issues. This is what happened.
On behalf of Australia, thank you for the confidence you've given Robbie Cornthwaite. He is a goal-scoring machine. Could you ever have imagined it?
No, I think deep inside he had that hidden talent.
How excited were you to see the Foxcopter in pure operation on the weekend?
It was exciting. I was pretty much concentrating on that the whole game. I didn't even concentrate on the goal, to be honest.
I just like saying Foxcopter, right?
There's been too much violence towards corner flags.
Can happen, and you have to be a bit more considerate to the corner flags.
We noticed you've ripped off our intellectual property by wearing the pink goalkeeper top. Is it a tribute to us?
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year, they were talking about going pink, and obviously hearing during that time that you guys were going to be repping the pink, I thought I wanted to be a part of that. So,
get on board, yeah.
Big bottles of sauce that they put at the Central Coast Mariners game. Do you notice things like that when you go to the stadium?
Only when I need them for sausage.
Any tips for us tonight, Mel? You've hosted these awards. You know, how are you going to approach them? How should we approach them? You know, a lot of important people here.
Look,
I'm always due a stack, so I'm already prepared to laugh and have other people laugh at me. But yeah, no, cheap laughs. You're fine.
Cheap laughs. All right,
well, that's our specialty.
If it's cheaper, the better. Cheaper than these ties? I don't think that's possible.
$8 from Tarek.
There's no doubt.
Really?
That because of the B-League, he's chosen a pink tie tonight.
That is beautiful, guys. A beautiful tribute.
It is a league that exudes sex appeal.
Let's go through the categories, Jules. The nominees tonight, Alessandro Del Piero and his trainer for what's known as the groin extension manoeuvre.
It's Michael Bridges, Newcastle Jet. That's a bit of Mardi Gras meets underbelly right there.
Scott Jamieson, you might think, OK, that looks pretty normal. Watch this. Scott couldn't be here tonight. He's busy doing that in Perth at his house right now.
The winner is Alessandro Del Piero, trainer for the groin expansion.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Alessandro, congratulations. We need to ask you, what would you rank higher, winning a World Cup with Italy or winning the sexiest moment of 2013 in the A-League?
The second, for sure.
The second for sure. Round of applause for Alessandro, ladies and gentlemen. This is called the Ferenc Puskas Award, and it's awarded to the media personality who makes the most references to Ferenc Puskas in one calendar year. The nominees are Les Murray.
The World Game SBS.
They're the nominees. OK, who's it going to be?
The winner is...
Where's Les?
Les Murray, the World Game SBS.
There he is, I found him. The Silver Fox in the back. The big award of the night goes to... Round of applause for McGarry and for Danny McBreen.
We need Danny McBreen to come up and accept it on Steve McGarry's behalf.
Thank you, B-Leaguers. Thank you, Jamie Rogers. And good night.
Thank you.
That was trademark McBreen in the background there.
It was vintage work. I'm glad he didn't do his back or anything.
Hey, Jules, you're not going to believe it. It's exactly the 8th minute of our grand final special, which means time to do the Poznan with our Piss Week studio audience. Go for it, guys.
There we go.
Go for it.
KGJ there.
A lot of fans of the best fourth official in the league.
Heaps of fans. But look, this is all about the Central Coast Mariners, I guess, tonight. They have won the grand final, Sam. And we thought we would replay one of our favourite sketches, which looks at their inspiration.
They're more important than any one player.
They're what really defines a club.
Liverpool have the Cop.
United have the Stretford End.
And the Mariners have the novelty-sized sauce bottles.
When we get in our huddle before the game and I do my talk, it's all about the sauce bottles.
Ever since I arrived at the Blue Tongue Stadium, you've seen these massive sauce bottles everywhere, and that's a dream.
Clubs around the world have been wondering, what is it that attracts so much young talent to the Central Coast?
Watching, Central Coast on TV, I saw the Master Foods bottles. That made me realise what my goal in life was, and that was to walk onto the field and look over at the Master Foods bottles for inspiration.
It's something even more important to the club than Graham Arnold.
We haven't been beaten at home once, and not even a draw. We won everything, and that's just because of the sauce bottles.
To truly understand why these bottles are such an inspiration, we crossed to B-League correspondent Lara Pitt. Lara?
Yes, thanks very much, guys. I'm here with a normal size sauce bottle, and when you hold it up to the giant size bottle, you can really see a massive difference. Can you just imagine how intimidating it would be coming here as an opposition player, trying to take a shot on goal and having this behind it? Seeing the bottles here up close leaves me with absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is the source of the Mariners' success. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lara. This special B-League report congratulates the Mariners in leading the way in novelty landmarks.
Isn't that right, Captain?
I think if you haven't been to Blue Tongue and seen a sauce bottle, you haven't been to a football game.
Well, you know what? A lot of people are saying on Twitter, hey, hang on, they haven't got the sauce bottles. How can they possibly win the grand final? Well, have a look at this. They somehow managed to have the sauce bottles represented. If you have a look at the top left, there it is.
There it is.
They put it on a banner just to make sure that it was there. Well done, Central Coast.
They just can't let it go. Well done. Well, look, it is our live 30-minute grand final special, Sam, and it wouldn't be a special without a very special guest. Here he is.
I'm Sam. I'm Jules. And we support
the referees.
So who's got the big blue? Well, Chris Griffiths-Jones has got it.
Strepper would get it.
The marquee names of the league, Del Piero, there we see Ono, Griffiths-Jones, the true superstars that bring in the crowds. Wasn't he in form last night? That's called the KGJ twist and swirl.
You know, it's hard these days just to walk down the supermarket and sell on girls just drop at your feet.
Popper talking about, what is the inspiration? We can reveal the inspiration. He actually learned that from a guy named Chris Griffiths-Jones. Have a look at that. Boom, right now.
Griffiths-Jones has pointed to the penalty spot. That's what they came to see. He's going to be in trouble with Chris Griffiths-Jones, probably forwards.
That is the measure of the man.
Chris Griffiths-Jones, everyone.
Here he is.
Here he
Welcome
is.
to be running backwards onto the set. He actually always wears these clothes. A lot of people didn't know that about Chris.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
You're finally on the B-League couch. Does it feel good?
Yeah,
Can I touch your knee in an awkward way?
Sure. Yeah, that's two.
That feels good. That feels
Yeah,
really
go
good.
for it. We're all for it here in the Fox Studios offices. Okay, let's talk about, we've got a lot to get through with you, Chris Griffiths-Jones. First of all, as we mentioned before, we did go to the FFA Awards, and a lot of people, not just us, were disappointed that you weren't officiating in today's grand final. Have a look at this chat with Ange.
Oh, look, it's as devastating as us missing the grand final, to be honest. I think Melbourne Victory and Chris Griffiths-Jones deserve to be there, and it's devastating news, actually. Yeah,
Sorry to break it to you guys. You're going to be okay? You don't know who Chris Griffiths-Jones is, do you?
No, I don't.
Didn't think that was possible, Chris.
The one person in Australia who doesn't know.
But Chris, you not only didn't get to referee the grand final, you also didn't get referee of the year at the awards. So we confronted the winner, Peter Green.
Congratulations on winning Referee of the Year. Do you have a sense that maybe someone was overlooked for the award?
Yeah, look, you know, there probably was. You know, I
that be?
think Chris Griffiths-Jones would have been my pick, you know, at the start of the night. But yeah, look, I'm not sure who votes on these things, but yeah, I'm sure he's disappointed.
The word disgrace has been banning round here as well, and a travesty. And you know, Sam, I just think we should do the right thing.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
You have had a good
Absolutely
year. You're
fine.
probably the runner-up for the Referee of the Year.
Yeah, no, we think you're a good runner-up.
This belongs to the guy named Griffiths-Jones, so we've got to get going.
Okay. Thanks, Peter.
Look, Chris, we hope we weren't out of line in acting on your behalf there, but tell us, we've obviously put a lot of focus on you this year. How has it been from your perspective out at the games and around the place?
Yeah. Oh, you just get stopped all the time. People, you just, turn up to the matches, they want your autograph, things like that. So it's been really good.
Well, I haven't washed my stomach since you signed it, Chris. I mean, that's
he
the
doesn't
dedication.
normally wash his stomach,
That's
so
right.
there's nothing new in that.
I mean, what for next season, Chris? Have you got some merch planned, maybe some nightclub appearances, an appearance on The Voice, something like that?
Celebrity Splash?
Yeah, Celebrity Splash is a big one. The opportunity's there. I heard it's a really good show, and it's probably going to rate well.
Well, now let's have a look at the Juggle-Off leaderboard, because we need to talk to you about something regarding that, Chris Griffiths-Jones. Ali Abbas on 1 second came last.
Yeah.
Archie Thompson came 11th. He was disappointed he didn't get 13th, Jules.
I would have picked him to win. Dom Ritter, of course, 50 Shades of Michael Bridges. He came 6th.
And, of course, the winner was Anthony Caceres with the Beach Challenge of the Mariners. So another win for the Mariners. And let's have a look at him. We actually presented the award to him with Mel earlier tonight. It's Mark Bosnich's 2011 hairpiece on the trophy. Well done to Caceres. 2 wins in the one day. But the reason we bring that up, Jules, is because of a text message that Mr. Chris Griffiths-Jones sent to our producer.
That's right, Chris. You wanted to compete in the B-League Juggle-Off, and you thought you could beat Ali Abbas's 1 second. Okay, let's refresh our memories. Here's what happened with Ali. Your Juggle-Off challenge is...
Our Maxim model friend Becky doing her daily yoga class. 3, 2, 1, Juggle-Off. You didn't even get to see her. Becky, come on over. Come on over. Ali, this is Becky.
Hey, how you going? Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Me too.
that was pretty quick.
So the time to beat Chris Griffiths-Jones is 1 second. Now, what I think we need to do is come over here. We're going to recreate that exact scenario. Please welcome Maxim model Nikki. Round of applause for Nikki from our 7 people in the studio audience. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Welcome.
Okay,
Welcome.
now, Nikki, it's your job to do some yoga moves. This is recreating the Ali Abbas Juggle-Off exactly.
And the time to beat is 1 second. So come on over, Nikki. Get in as close as you like. Want to say hello to Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Hello. How are you?
That's not awkward at all.
How are you feeling, Chris? You pumped? You excited?
How long's the show go for? So I think I could really...
All right, start some moves. Let's do it. Here we go.
let's
Juggle
go.
off in 3, 2, 1.
Juggle off.
1 and a 2.
He's
beaten it.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
That is
Congratulations.
awesome.
Well done to Chris Griffiths-Jones. He's somehow managed to top Ali Abbas. Thank you very much to Nikki from Maxim. Guys, I think we're going to go to a break and we'll be back soon with more of the B-League Grand Final special.
B-League Karaoke, because everyone deserves the right to sing.
Now you're just somebody that I used to own, oh. And I will pass the card.
I'm Heskey and I know it.
You're the boys, try and understand it. Score a goal and make us cheer. Whoa, whoa.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Apologies for that. One of our themes during the year, one of our favourite fans, Sam, has been the Central Coast Mariners' bearded Mariner. And we got some footage of him. He was actually at the grand final. Here he is. Take a look. We got some footage of him at the crowd. Still contemplating the game, Sam. Of course, the Central Coast Mariners won the grand final today after so many attempts. So we're wondering, how would the bearded Mariner react? Here's how.
Success. How does one define it? Is it winning a hard-fought battle against the opposition? Or is it winning a hard-fought battle against yourself? Today we made history, and the celebrations will consume the Central Coast and beyond. But how? How will I, the bearded Mariner, mark this momentous occasion? Well, just like every other game, I'll have some Tooheys New.
He's an enigma, and it was an honour to get him on the show. Well, Jules, we've just passed the 13th minute mark, so I think we should now share with you guys, well, it was voted the favourite piece of the year from a lot of our followers, so let's check it out, a special feature on Melbourne victory.
Melbourne victory under Ange Postecoglou seems like a club reborn.
The pairing of Marco Rojas and Archie Thompson has seen a goal spree.
But ironically, another goal spree has caused disquiet amongst victory's ranks.
That's why we're here at the FFA to demand an inquiry into a player with an inability to let the past go.
David Gallop, please.
We may have been removed from FFA headquarters, but the report had to continue.
I actually scored 13 goals in a World Cup qualifier, so I'm in the world record. I've got a few records, but that record stands out, 13 goals against American Samoa.
In Coffs Harbour in 2001, Archie Thompson set this incredible international record. Yet he still brings it up 12 years later with the flimsiest of excuses.
Everyone sort of thinks that Friday 13th is a bad omen, but it's really not. It's 13, which I don't know if you know, I scored 13 goals American Samoa.
And many victory players are drawn unknowingly into his trap.
Well, he invites me over to his place most weekends. I didn't go back because, you know, we just watched the American Samoa DVD. You know, it got a bit awkward when it finished and, you know, just keep wanting to watch it.
It's even affecting the team's travel plans.
He pulled out his laptop, he's opened up a PowerPoint presentation he's made, and it's American Samoa 13 goals, and I'll never sit next to him again on the plane.
And while most Australians couldn't even find the tiny Polynesian territory on a map, Archie Thompson knows it well. Very well.
Yeah, once I was on holiday, I went to American Samoa. I don't know if you know, though, I actually scored 13 goals against American Samoa.
We're currently speaking about our end-of-season trip. Boys are saying Vegas, Los Angeles, and guess where he wants to go? American Samoa.
It's got to be such a problem that victory players have resorted to begging.
I'm sick of you with the 13, Archie Thompson.
So on behalf of the football community, we say to you, stop talking about your 13 goals against American Samoa.
It's time, Archie. It's time.
What's the time? I actually don't have my watch, but I reckon it's probably 13 past 13.
Well, it's been a couple of months since we did that special report, and earlier in the week we were lucky enough to chat to one of his teammates, Marcos Flores, at the FFA Awards, and we asked him, has the report worked? Has he stopped talking about it, or is he still going on about it?
Yeah, but it didn't work, guys. You have to work something more because he explained me actually. Actually, he explained me every goal.
One by one.
By one. Yeah. He explained me. The first one I did this. The second one, in the 10th goal, I was just sleeping, man.
Yeah. Is he still trying to get you guys to have the end-of-season trip to American Samoa?
Yeah, you know what? He also wants to make the tattoo. Everyone wants to have the 13.
Oh, really? That's sad.
It is sad, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to refuse, man.
Very sad. But look, one of the favourite things for us doing this show this year, Sam, was your tweets. Yeah. You can always tweet us at the B-League. So we've got a list of some of our favourite tweets of the year. Let's have a look now.
Our top 6. So we've been replaced, Jules. Jamie Rogers and Archie hosting next year.
This is the new American Samoan flag, which we really liked.
Yeah, good job, Dougie, on those two. We've got Grumpy Cat and Grumpy Arnie from Nathan.
I really like this next one, Sam. It's, look, it's a corner flag funeral marker.
A solemn note, isn't it? Look, that's the best Australian lineup you'll ever see. Cornthwaite in every position.
And, of course, could Tooheys have any other logo but the bearded Mariner, Sam? Great stuff.
Thank you very much, guys. Keep those tweets coming through and hit us up on Facebook. It's the B-League Fox Sports. But you know what? The Mariners did an incredible job. They had a great year, and I say that with a special note, Jules, because they actually battled against something that was almost tearing the team apart earlier this week. So have a look at this special report, a brand new one that we followed the Mariners through the week.
This is George Negus, one of Australia's most respected journalists.
Why would you want to have another go at politics?
Since their foundation in 2004, Negus has been a loyal fan of the Central Coast Mariners.
But according to Captain John Hutchinson and his squad, George's support of the club is entering dangerous territory.
Yeah, George is a nice guy, except for he followed me the other day to a restaurant, and when I got there, my meal was already ordered because he said I was looking a bit fat around the waist. Seen him go through my bins and check what I've been eating as well.
Negus claims he's simply doing his own version of the Mariners' new documentary called The Code, but the players disagree, and it's not just their bins he's been going through.
I think he took it a step too far when he hacked into my Facebook and, you know, read all my inboxes from my missus and, you know, all my friends and just started giving me advice on my life.
Patrick Svansvik isn't even safe at his own home.
He was sitting close to my window trying to take photos of me inside the house, and I tried to talk to him, and then he said, yeah, I know, because I know you said it, because he's had microphones everywhere in my lounge room, in the kitchen, everywhere. And then the other day I went out and he was already sitting in the backseat of my car, and I was like, where do you come from? He said, well, I'm a big fan of you and a big fan of the Mariners, and I'll always be.
Negus was quick to defend his actions, saying he was only hiding microphones to find out Graham Arnold's tactical plans.
How the hell else are we going to find out who Arnie's going to take off? We know what the subs are, Arnie. We need to know what's going on, mate. That's why they had microphones there. At 4-4-2, we want to know about that as well. So I know it's not a good thing, necessarily, prying on the players, prying on Arnie. But come on, guys, we've got to know. Just tell us.
Last week, the saga reached boiling point when George attempted to use his war reporting experience to provide advice to striker Danny McBreen.
Look, I've seen a lot of shots fired in anger. I've seen a lot of shots fired for pretty stupid reasons in Afghanistan and Iraq. Danny, mate, shooting from 45 metres, mate, is not going to hit anything. You're not going to hit anything shooting like that.
Negus was forced to eat his words.
But even that didn't stop him from entering the change rooms yet again.
At half-time, we went in the dressing room, and Arnie was trying to tell something about the system, what we're doing well, and all of a sudden George Negus came in with his own camera crew, and he had a small whiteboard with him as well, and he said, like, boys, Arnie, stop talking. He was questioning Arnie, first of all. I think he has to let Arnie talk, do the tactical things, and he just be the passive supporter they can be.
So there you have it. George Negus, passionate fan or raving lunatic. Very sad, Sam, very sad. But this year's not just about the A-League, it's also about the Socceroos. And on our Twitter at the B-League, we've been running a little competition for the greatest ever Socceroos goal. And it's won by this guy. Who else? Robbie Cornthwaite for this goal. It is just magnificent. You can watch it over and over again, Sam.
What
Fantastic
a belter.
stuff.
Now, we've been lucky enough. We're going to cross live via satellite right now because Robbie Cornthwaite's been good enough to give us his time to give us a little bit of an acceptance speech. Over to you, Robbie. Well done.
Hey Sam, hey Jules. Obviously a very special moment for me, and you know, made the goal look like a bit of a tap-in, but been practicing those since I was a boy, so to be able to belt the ball home from 4 or 5 centimetres, it actually reminded me a bit of my goal against Chinese Taipei, and I'm not sure if you know this, but Pele and Maradona both never scored against Chinese Taipei, so take from that what you will. The thing about my goal is I really did make it look easy. On the night there was a bit of dew on the grass, and as the ball was coming across the line there, I wasn't sure whether I should try to header or not, but I decided to go with the big toe and... Oh, hang on a sec, boys. Hola. Ah, sí. Ah, gracias. Boys, Messi's on the phone. I'm going to have to go. Thanks very much.
Messi.
Oh, we shouldn't be surprised.
He's really gone up a few levels, hasn't he, this year? Good on you, Robbie. Actually, sorry. Yeah? We're just getting word outside Allianz Stadium. There's a protest on the greatest Socceroos goal of all time. Really? We're going to cross, we didn't know this was happening, to Robbie Slater, who wants to say a few words. Hello, Robbie.
Well, I'm here to lodge a protest, and it's a very serious protest. And it's a protest about you guys, firstly getting ahead of yourselves, FFA Awards, doing the entertainment, you know, appearing in the Daily Telegraph. You guys are getting big heads. And now you're trying to say that the best ever Australian goal was Robert Cornthwaite. Well, hello. Have a look at this one.
Into the near post. Murray with the touch. Will it break for Skoko? The rebound off Slater, and it's in the net. His first goal for the Socceroos off his back. Well, he's copped plenty of stick, Robbie Slater. 20 caps, no goals. What a way to break your duck.
I mean, that settles that. Clearly, the greatest goal ever scored for Australia. It was a clever finish. It was improvisation at its best. Notice how I used the full amount of the backside to cushion that ball, to lob the goalkeeper, and I think it's one that will always stay in people's minds, or behinds.
It was a great bum steer there from Robbie Slater. But look, we can't decide. What do you think is the greatest Socceroos goal of all time? Robbie Slater or Robbie Cornthwaite? Tweet us at the B-League.
It's one of those debates that'll go on for generations, but please send them through, guys. OK, we have one more special guest, Jules, and I spent a bit of time during the week putting a little intro package for her together. Let's welcome her.
It's a Saturday game. Sometimes she goes out after the game, so it's going to be down.
3 weeks she's had it.
Here we go.
She loves it.
Call 133 390.
Introducing the new B-League logo. Here it is. What do you think?
Well, it's kind of like slightly invasive. I'm not sure it's really working for me.
It's perfect.
Good night, B-Leaguers.
And good night, good night. And good night, 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 Jamie Rogers.
And she's here. Jamie Sam, sit up.
We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, Jamie. It's a real honour to have you here, so thank you.
Thanks,
thank you for coming on.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
You got a question to ask?
Oh, yeah. So, how did you get so awesome?
Well, thanks for that. I'm glad you think so.
Look, Jamie, I'm going to show you something here. I don't want you to get overly concerned, although you should, because we all enjoy your TAB updates, OK?
Yeah.
But occasionally, if you freeze frame through it, you'll see this. Have a look.
Oh, that is unfair.
One Sam McMillan. Look at that. Have you noticed him?
No, I'm just interested in how TV works.
Have you noticed? Look, that is sinister. Wow, that is creepy, Jamie.
Look, hang on. Can I just say in my defence, I'm sorry, first of all.
Oh, no need to be sorry, but I've never noticed you back there before.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice me.
Yeah, that's because he's a good stalker.
Sneaky.
Hang on a second, because Jules put that music behind it to make it seem really dodgy. If you put music like that behind anything, it seems dodgy. Look at this. This is Jules. See, suddenly he's even creepier. That's from the Aloisi FTV, and that's even dodgier.
I think I was dodgy before we put that music under it, Sam, to be perfectly honest.
So, Jamie, tell us about the TAB Sports Bet. You guys are doing incredible things. Is there a bit of a head-to-head battle between you and Glenn Munsey?
No, not at all. Glenn Munsey and I work together. So he does all the live crosses, as you saw tonight in the A-League. He was there live on the ground.
Well, Jamie, we can't get you here without asking you to do some odds about us and about the game. So we've written some for you. In your best TAB Sports Bet voice, could you please read these odds?
Market update.
Well, the future of the B-League. We've got $4 offered a late-night 3-minute slot on SBS 7 with Francis Aratifi. $12 you'll return to Fox Sports. And at $23, you guys will be spruiking slacks for politics in Dubbo.
Oh, that's great.
Well done, Jamie. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jamie. But before you go and do your traditional good night, we'd like to share with everyone some of the highlights of the B-League throughout the year.
There it is, actual Cosy Posy.
Billy Mehmet gave it a go.
No, that's just strangulation.
Aren't you ashamed to even own a pinstripe suit in 2012?
Non lo so le motivazioni per le quali non è stata scelta questa maglia dei giocatori o... I actually scored 13 goals.
It is never wrong.
Boss's 2011 handpiece.
Here it is begging this morning for cash.
Get out of the way, you Theocratosser!
Stick it up, you Galekovic.
I don't like Shinji.
That record stands out, 13 goals against American Samoa.
7.5 seconds. Well done, Speedy.
Where are you from, by the way?
We're from the B-League, Cosy.
B-League. The B-League.
I've been Sam Mack. And I've been Jules.
I actually scored 13 goals against American Samoa.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Where's my challenge support?
Slapstick!
No more. Okay,
Still going! How long it's gonna
It's inside me. We're a family time slot, Mel. I was disappointed.
I don't know if you know, I scored 13 goals American Samoa.
It's Simon Hill commentating Simon Hill commentating Simon Hill. Adam, please don't hurt me if you see me in public. We know Ross Aloisi.
Yeah, and you've got nothing on him.
Good night, B-Leaguers, and good night, Sam Mack and Jules.
Thank you.
Good night.